Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator. How are you today? I don't remember if I've done a reading for you before, so I like to say real quick, I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and we call it spiritual charades. And I describe the picture the best way I can to you. You need to know this is not an exact science. We communicate the best way we can. And they always tell you what you need to know, not always what you want to know. They know best. I let them run the show. It's their ball game. I'm just their voice. So we're going to talk to your mom today, and she comes in and she sits there. She's sitting all prim and proper with her hands in her hands folded up in her lap like this, and she's saying that you need to be more open than she was. She was a little bit staunch. I don't know if that's a word I want to use. A little prim and proper. I may not be picking the right words. She wants you to be a little more woo, a little more not so reserved. She's showing you like almost the opposite. You may not be that way, but this is the way she wants you to feel. Like you're out there jumping around and you totally feel free. You totally, instead of being guarded, you're out there. She's showing me you out there spinning around and jumping, and you just feel so free. There's butterflies flying around your head, and the sun is shining. This is the way she wants you to feel. She says she loves you very much. Something about writing. Writing. Are you writing something? Do you need to write something? Are you thinking about writing something? What is it about writing? You need to, she says you need to write something. She says journal. Right. You need to write down your thoughts, your feelings, make them clear, sort them out, be precise. She says you have a good head on your shoulders. But be happy. I'm not sure how she's tying all this together. And she says she wants you to cut loose. She's showing me you like you kind of draw back from people. You're not letting them in. This is kind of a weird picture, but um, she's showing me a picture of, it's almost like a cartoon character, so I don't know where she's going with this. Cartoon character, kind of looking, drawing type little girl with a halo of like flowers around her head and a little wand with little streamers off of it. So I don't know if you have grandkids, kids, if you did this when you were little. I don't know what she's like I said, she's gonna tell us what she wants, what we need to hear. They will not give me all the details. They're going to give me enough so you understand what they're talking about. It's like a drawing. Little girl with a flowered halo, headdress, if you want to call it that. I honestly don't know what she's showing. So hopefully you understand. They never waste a message. They never waste their energy. There's a reason for everything they show. So even if you don't understand it now, you'll remember it later or see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later. She's saying Merry Christmas. And then it's like she's showing you like jumping over some water. And I don't mean like walking up to a creek and jumping over it. I mean like she's showing me a map. And I don't know where you live, but she's showing like this star. So evidently she is helping you go to Guatemala. And it's like there's a stream of, it's like she drew a line and it lands somewhere with a big bunch of water in between. I think at geography. So, I don't know if she's showing me the exact spot or not because I'm not sure where Guatemala is. She says you need more love in your life. But that you also need to love yourself more. Take the time to love yourself more. She's mentioning a herald. Now, we really stink at the name thing, so it's at least a male with an H or an HA name. And what about him? He's with her. And she's showing a man about her age, and he's got a suit on, and he's leaning over her shoulder. She wants you to know that this man is with her. Okay, now she's showing feet. But there's little slippers. There's little slippers on these feet. Don't think they're her feet. But they're not the little sock slippers. They're like little shoe type slippers, and they're pointed on the end. She's not telling me why she's showing them. They look like they have flowers on them, so they don't waste a message. There's some kind of significance to it. Whatever she says, I'll throw it out there. She's saying she's very proud of you, that you have fulfilled every wish that she desired, that everything fell into place perfectly like it was supposed to. She wants you to let go of any guilt or doubt that you have about that situation. That it lined up the way it was supposed to. Do not doubt yourself. Now she got up and she bent over and she plucked a flower, and it looks like a daisy. It looks like a white daisy with a black center. You know, that's a Bad looking daisy there. Looks like a daisy. She's smelling it. She says she got it. So if it's not the exact flower, which they usually show me the right one, she got it. She wants you to know that. Now she's giving me an extremely strong feeling in my heart. And she says, you need to go with whatever. Oh, she's going to make me want to cry. You need to follow your heart. Whatever that strong feeling is in your heart that you truly desire, you need to go for it. Don't make the mistake of waiting. I hear you. Now she's talking about you being on a ship. Are you thinking about taking a cruise? Are you thinking about going somewhere on a boat? And she's showing a ship, a ship. And I keep going to the East Coast. She keeps pulling me to the East Coast. Like I said, I don't know where you live. I don't look at anybody's Facebook page ahead of time because it messes up my little bitty mind. Okay, she's showing people on the very top of this ship. There's like a whole bunch of people and they're all partying and having a good time. There's somebody there. There's somebody there you need to meet. It feels like it's like a chance happening, chance meeting, soul connection. And she's showing me the color red. Okay. She's coming through a little different than most of them do. Just like a big red piece of red. I don't know if they're going to be wearing red. I don't know what the red. Don't know what the red is. She's not explaining. This is a male. I have no idea what your relationship status is, so I don't know. But it's something, some kind of a soul connection. Um, she's still showing me the ship and all the people up on top. Where are we going with this? Tell her to get out of her head. You're perfect the way you are. Now she's coming across and she's holding up it's almost like a platter of what looks like chocolate chip cookies or something that would look like a chocolate chip cookie. She's holding up a platter of them and she's offering you one. So one of her signs will be you're going to smell these cookies. You'll smell them in the car, in the store, in your house. And when you get that, it'll be like a little whiff usually that'll just go by your nose. And you say, I love you, Mom. I know that's a sign from you, and please bring me more. She's also holding up a set of car keys and she's jingling them. So whatever that would sound like, that'll be another sign from her. And you may not hear it in these ears, you might hear it in these ears. Yep, we have ears up there. She says something about bats in your belfry. So you can think you hear car keys jingling. That's going to be her. Validate her. Tell her you know that's her. She'll bring you more once you start recognizing the signs. She said, hallelujah. Yep. She's just showing me a lot of stuff and not really explaining anything so far. Now she's pulling up on her legs almost like knee socks, but they don't look like knee socks. They look more like the support hose. Did she wear those towards the end of her life? Those compression hose, I think they call them. That's kind of what they look like. And now she's taking them off because she doesn't need them. And she said there's some baggage you need to throw away. She can throw away her hose now. That she said there's some stuff you need to throw away and jump. She says that if you want to go back, that everything will fall into place, that you're going to have to trust the universe, that everything's going to be okay. You need to make the step. That's part of writing it down. Put that out to the universe. She says everything's going to fall perfectly into place. No fear. The stars will align. And she's coming up behind me and she's putting her hands on my shoulders and she's got like giving me this, and usually they put their hands up here, but she's got hers here and she's like squeezing me. So you can feel the pressure, or it'll be a slight pressure. I don't know how you will receive the energy. Everybody feels it different. It could be like a big warmth right about here. It could be tingling like goosebumps. It could be just a little pressure, not like my hands on there, but just a little pressure. So, and I can also feel her at my back. It's a little bit like a bubble pushing up against you, but it's so slight. Her energy is really soft. Even though she feels like she was a very strong woman, her energy is very soft, so the pressure will probably be very, very soft. So you'd really have to pay attention to it to feel it. She's mentioning a cat, and she's showing this cat with its tail straight up in the air, like strutting along, and his tail is perfectly straight. And he has a little bit of an attitude. So I don't know if that's a cat that's here or a cat maybe that she knew that she has with her and she's not saying. Sometimes I can tell, sometimes they need to tell me. Now she's showing me a pyramid, but it's kind of off in the distance. It looks little. She's showing me a pyramid. Unless you've been to Egypt, do you have one of those little pyramid, what do they call them? The little pyramid chakra things, or she's showing me touching the point of it on top. She's not explaining too much. She's holding up. She's holding up what looks like a pendulum. She's wanting you to pick one up. Now, they don't work for me. This is one of the few things I cannot do. They don't work for me, but she's wanting you to, if you don't, if you don't already have one, you need to get one. And you can go on YouTube and you can learn how to program it. And you can learn how to make it work. And she wants you to ask yes or no questions for yourself. See, right now, mine's all kinds of confused. It can't make up its damn mind. That's the way mine works. Probably because my brain works that way. I can't imagine her like doing that kind of stuff when she was here. Maybe she did, but she wants you to do that now. And she was showing that little pyramid with which seemed like one of those, I don't know, some of them are chakra ones. I don't know what they're called. Anyway, she says the answers you want are already inside of you. Make the leap. She's showing me a car going down the road. Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, she's showing me like you're in a car going down the road and you get to the stop sign and you can't decide whether to turn right or left. She says, make that decision at the fork of the road, turn right. She's saying, turn right, turn right. Whatever turn right means, she says you have to make that decision. That's your free will choice. Your guides, me, her, whatever, we can all come down and we can say, okay, well, this is probably what's in your best interest, but you have the free will choice to choose the other. So it's all up to you. It's all inside of you. I will say, when I first started this work, my guides told me over and over and over, everything you need is already inside of you. You just have to find it. So there's something you're searching for. You're going to have to make that decision. Nobody can do it for you, not even them. Oh, Lord. I think she's preaching to the choir here. She says she loves you. She's so like sweet, calm, gentle, loving. That's the energy she's coming through with. She says, I love you. And she says she's going to hold your hand. So whatever these big decisions are in your life, they're right there. She's pulling up the pendulum again. Get you one, they're cheap. It's like she's taking you by the shoulders like she was behind me earlier and then she's holding out her hand. She's going to take your hand and you could even feel the warmth of her in your hand. Try holding your hand out and asking her to take your hand. And I can feel the warmth right now. A little bit of pressure, a little bit of warmth. You know, it's funny, she's coming across as a very spiritual person, and yet she doesn't appear like she was like that here, but somehow she is now. Maybe she was. You'll have to let me know. I'm really curious. This reading is a little different than most of them come across. She almost feels like your guide, which I have had that happen. I have my guide who I knew in real life, who's now my biggest cheerleader, my strongest guide. He's always guiding me. And so it is possible. So maybe that's why it's confusing me a little bit, because she's almost coming through like a guide. So call on her. I promise you 1,000%. I say this all the time. She can hear you. She wants you to go outside, breathe the fresh air, dance. Dance like nobody's watching. And that may sound batshit crazy, but hey, welcome to my world. But she physically wants you to do that. Go outside, crank some music up, breathe that fresh air, dance, and then come inside and sit and almost like meditate if you want to. Go within yourself. She said, once again, she said, every answer that you want is right there. And she's going to be with you every step of the way. So this whole thing's been pretty much about at least one decision, if not several. So she's being very strong about it. And she's showing me those slipper shoe things again, and she's shuffling, kind of shuffling. So did she shuffle her feet right towards the end? And maybe you wouldn't even know it. Do what makes your heart sing. Now she's talking about Hansel and Gretel and following the breadcrumbs. So I don't think this reading is going to change from what it has been. It has been about you making choices. It has been about her letting you know that she's there to guide you. She wants you to see some of the signs so that you know that she's right by your side. It's about go ahead and leaping and going with what makes your heart sing. That you know in your gut, and this is your psychic antenna, and your gut is kind of like mm, your do what you know in your gut is the right thing to do, and use your free will choice to take the steps to get there. And now she's showing me that there's a whole bunch behind her. If they're not significant, then they don't show their faces. They show up like silhouettes. And there's a whole bunch behind her that is there for you. Call on them. You don't need to know all their names. Ask them to open the proper doors. And I promise you, it will happen. The waiting game is tough, though. Believe me, I can tell you that. Okay. Can't tell what she's doing. She's getting ready to leave. Like I said, she's acting more like a mother and a guide than probably anybody I've ever read before. Very strong guide, but very loving. Call on her. So she's leaving. Much love to you. Let me know. Seriously, let me know. Like I said, this reading's a little different. So see you later. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator. See you later.